Hello everybody and welcome back to Mom's Cooking Diary. Today we are going to be making my zucchini bread. Go ahead and start off by preheating your oven to 350 degrees, and then you will need 2 loaf pans. So go ahead and grab those and spray them with some cooking spray. Alright. Then we are going to start out by mixing together our liquid ingredients. First of all, we are going to put in 2 cups of sugar. Next, we are going to do 1 cup of oil. I just always use canola oil, but vegetable oil would also work, whatever you'd like. So there goes in 1 cup of oil. Next, we are going to put in 3 eggs. 1. Slippery. All right. And 2. Don't drop the shell. All right. And 3. Next, then we are going to put in 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Then go ahead and stir all those really well to combine. Make sure the eggs get really well incorporated and mixed in. So I will tell you guys, I am lazy and I don't like extra dishes. So instead of putting all of my dry ingredients into a separate container, I put them on top. Oh my goodness. I forgot the zucchini. Most important part of zucchini bread. Put in 2 cups of zucchini. This is some zucchini all the way from last fall that I shredded and froze. But you can just use a cheese grater and shred up 2 cups of zucchini and mix that in. There we go. Get all that in there. And then, like I said, I'm lazy. I don't like to have extra dishes. So you will see my sneaky trick on how to mix dry ingredients on top of your wet ingredients. So we are going to need 3 cups of flour. So I am just going to kind of sprinkle it across the whole top of all my wet ingredients to kind of make a barrier, and put all 3 cups of flour in. After the 3 cups of flour, I am going to go ahead and put in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Just kind of sprinkle it on the top there. Then 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then your spices. I kind of like a pumpkin spice kind of flavor in this. So what I do is 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of clove. And those are the spices I use when I am making pumpkin pie. It kind of has a nice fallish flavor to this. So then, as you see, I just am mixing the very top layer of the flour. Make sure that the baking powder, baking soda, and mostly the cinnamon get really well mixed into this flour. One time I did a really poor job of mixing the cinnamon in, and cinnamon, if you've just eaten a big old bite of it, kind of almost tastes reminiscent of soap, which is not a delicious flavor in some zucchini bread. So once that's all mixed up, all the powdery ingredients, then just mix it all together. Incorporate the wet and the dry until you've gotten all of the dry mixed in. So kind of a cheaty method, just 1 bowl instead of 2, and it works well for me. If you don't like doing it, you can go ahead and mix all of the dry ingredients in a separate bowl and then mix them together. So once those are all mixed up really nice, we're going to go ahead and put them into our baking pans. An optional thing that you can add into this would be some chopped nuts. I would put in 1 cup of chopped nuts of your choice. Probably would go with like a walnut. So here we go. We are going to add half of the batter into one baking pan and then the other half into the other baking pan, making sure to scrape down all the sides and get all of that amazing batter out of there, and then just kind of level it off. All right, here we are, just smoothing that batter out so it cooks nice and even. And then we're gonna go ahead and put it now in our heated oven for 1 hour. Setting the timer, 60 minutes, go. All right. And it has been an hour. We can turn off the timer. And here comes our completed zucchini bread. You can always test this with a small knife. Make sure it comes out clean. 1 hour always does the trick for me. Now, you may notice my zucchini bread is just a little bit on the browner side, and that is because I use what's called white whole wheat flour instead of just bleached white flour. So if you make yours and you notice yours is a paler color, that would be the reason. It's fine. So then I always like this nice and fresh and hot out of the oven. So I put it on a cooling rack, and I can't wait to dig in. So I'm going to go ahead and grab myself my first slice of zucchini bread. It's all nice and moist inside, nice and crispy on the outside, and it is absolutely delicious. I hope you guys make this at home and enjoy.